Did they leave you? They could have took you. Them could have went bye-bye. Oh, get the moon going. Hey guys, I'm up at the coach today. Making sure it focuses. I'm letting the generator run. Hasn't ran in, I guess, a month. So letting it run, I got the AC on. And it's actually warm enough outside to do that. But I'm still having trouble with my fridge. Right here. While I was in Florida, it would run for a while. It would actually run for a couple days on gas, and then all of a sudden it would go, and I'd have to go out and either turn it off because the code would come up. I'd either have to turn it off and back on up there, or I'd have to go out and manually light it. And I don't have the fridge. It's new enough that it's not the where you push it down and you light the pilot and you hold it for 30 seconds. Not that. I would just turn it on, then run out there and use a lighter and light it. Sometimes you could hear the igniter igniting, doing that tick, 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 and it wouldn't light. And then there'd be other times you'd go out and the igniter wouldn't be doing nothing, and you would put a flame to it and it would blow, it would woof, and it'd do that 2 or 3 times and it would light. And then it may run for a few days, or it may go out 2 or 3 times that day. I mean, it was just anybody's guess. It never went out all the way. So I don't know if it's a gas valve, I don't know if it's an igniter, I don't know if it's the board. The board, I can get a board for under $100. But what I'm thinking about doing, the fridge is 20 years old. And I'm not saying it ain't worth putting money into it, but what I'm thinking about doing is Pandemonium. If anybody watches Pandemonium, there's a couple others that's just not coming to mind right now, but Pandemonium, she actually got rid of her gas fridge and went with she got it at Home Depot, and went with an all-electric fridge, and it runs at 100% off of solar. So that got me thinking, you can pick these fridges up. The one I'm actually looking at that's about the same size as this one, it should fit in here, is under $400. And I've done a little bit of research on it. One person said they run it on a 200-watt panel and 2 12-volt batteries, but that's all it is the fridge. Another one wrote and said that it uses about 40 to 45 amp hours or 40 to 45 amps in a 24-hour period. So if you have a good sunny day, you're probably 10 to 12 hours completely on solar, and then I'm assuming you'd cut that down in half and only run 20-25 amps through the night off your batteries. Well, I have 675 amp hours. I have 334 usable amps that I can actually use. So it got me thinking, and I'm a squirrel. I'm also adding 2 more panels. 2 more panels and 1 more charge controller. So I'll have 960 watts. I have 640 now, it'll give me 960. There's no reason I can't run a fridge like that. And if I do go somewhere and I plug it into electric, it's fine, it's an electric fridge. I won't have to worry about gas no more. So we're really considering doing that. I don't know if anybody else out there's ever done it, had any luck with it. I've seen a few guys, Nomadic Native, he actually was running his 3-way fridge or 2-way fridge in his coach off of solar during the day. And these things are, buddy, they're energy suckers. I was reading in one forum to where they're 500-watt refrigerators. The one I'm looking to put in here is 120-watt usage. Now, I'm not an electrician, I don't understand a lot of that, and I ain't gonna make believe I do understand a lot of it. But I'm not bad at math, and I know there's a big difference in 120 and 500. So if he could, during the day, run his fridge on his solar, which is about the same amount I'm gonna have on my roof, on these old fridges, there's no reason I couldn't run an all-electric fridge that's only 120 watts on solar. So that's what we're thinking. I gotta do some measurements. and make sure. But I think we're probably gonna do it and just be done with it, and then, you know, by fall when we're heading back south again, we'll be set up 100%. The only thing I'll have is my gas water heater and generator and the stove, because my generator is propane because my engine's diesel. So there you have it. That's what I'm up here doing today. William down here, he just chilling. Willie, what you doing, buddy? Huh? What you doing? We did get this couch here I love seat in, and now we have all of this room. And what I think we're gonna do, let me back up. I hope the air is not too loud on this, but I think what we're gonna end up doing is, hope that's focusing, is get rid of that and get a dinette that goes this way, and we'll be able to get a chair on either side of it. So that's a game plan. So let me get measuring here, and let me see if I can get this to work. It should. I have, let me turn this around, probably making everybody sick. I apologize. Kind of dark here, isn't it? There you go. But I have all this room up here, and I also have, sorry about that, my daughter-in-law come in the coach. But as I was saying, I have, that's why Willie's acting like it. Do you want to see her again? Did she leave you? Did she leave you? Oh, did she leave you and not come and say nothing to you? What? Them boys ain't out there. Them boys don't want to play. They'll be back from school in a minute. Then you can go out and play. Hey, quit. So as I was saying, I have all of this room, and then I also have all this room down here at the bottom. That's just an empty drawer down there. So I could, in theory, even go with a little bit bigger fridge than that one. That's a 7-1. I think that's what these are in RVs. And I can go with a 7 store-bought all electric. You're embarrassing. Would you quit? You're supposed to be a boy dog. Hey, quit. Psst. No, no. Did they leave you? They could have took you. Them could have went bye-bye. Oh, get the moon going. You could have went bye-bye. Why couldn't you go bye-bye? Yeah, tell them. So anyways, turn around here. That is what I'm up here doing. Trying to measure, trying to figure out, Willie, quit. We are going the weekend after Memorial Day. Actually, we're leaving, I think, that Wednesday for Ohio Bike Week. I'm not renting a U-Haul this year. I'll put a thingamajigger up here where we went up last year. I rented a U-Haul to put my bike on. I won't make that mistake again. My son has a 10-foot trailer, open trailer, and hey, and I bought a wheel chock and we mounted it in there. And we have to do something about the tie downs. It has the rings in the floor, but they're just shot through with wood screws. And my bike's 1,000 pounds. I ain't gonna trust that. So we're probably gonna end up taking just some round stock rebar and tack welding it to hold it. The chalk's basically gonna hold it straight up and down, and it's locked in. But something needs to hold it so it ain't flopping around. And I don't trust what's on the ground. So that's all we're doing today. I'm gonna get to measuring on this thing and get him to calm down or throw him in the underbelly, one of the two. Hey, you gonna quit? You're being bad. You know that? Sit, sit, sit. Now you be good. Quit. You're being bad, Willie. We are Hey, we're picking the new puppy up Friday. This is Tuesday, I do believe, and we're picking it up Friday, so they're going to head out to the camper and get him broke in, so wish us luck. But anything else pops up, I'll let you know. But if anybody has the information on putting an electric fridge in any kind of camper and running it off of solar, and let me know what kind of fridge they've used. I've seen Brian, the guy that installed my solar, sent me a link to it uses 24 amp hours in a 24-hour period. So 1 amp hour per hour is what it's using, which is nothing, but it is a solar fridge. That's what it's made to do, but it's $1,100. I won't spend $1,100 right now. It's probably well worth it, but I don't want to spend that. Hey, I'm gonna get this in a minute, buddy. Shut up. All right, we'll see you guys in a little bit. So, I measured the fridge, my fridge. It's a little bigger than I thought it was. It's 24 3/4 wide, 60 3/4 tall, and I just measured the wall. I probably got 4 inches insulation, but just the wall right there is 27 inches, so probably 30 inches. And I was looking at Home Depot. I think that's a 7 cube. It's pretty standard. I was looking at Home Depot, and they have a 10 cube that I think would fit in there, but I'd have to see if I could run it. We'll see. But if anybody has any information on it, I would really appreciate it. I'll see if I can get a hold of Brian before I do anything, but they should be able to do it. I think Willie, he finally stopped crying, didn't you, buddy? Huh? He said, "Yep, they left me. They left me and they're never coming back. Except this weekend, when the puppy comes, I'm gonna be biting on his ears." Oh yeah, biting on your ears, buddy. Ain't nothing you're gonna be able to do about it. Play big brother. Alright guys, I'm gonna do a little more measuring and see what I can come up with. I might go ahead and put the money in this fridge, but like I said, it's 20 years old, and as much as we're planning on boondocking, it might be worth it to just invest in a solar refrigerator, or a fridge that I can run on solar. Save me a little bit of gas. I used on a 30 pounder, which is 7 gallons of propane, just under 3 weeks when I was in Florida, because I had the extended stay. So when I hooked that 30 pounder up, about 2.5 weeks, that wasn't running the generator. That was starting a hot water heater in the morning to take a shower. As soon as it cycled, I would take my shower, and then I'd let it cycle again, and I'd shut it off, and it'd stay warm all day. If I wanted to do dishes in the evening, I still had hot water. During that time, I never ran the furnace, I don't think. Cooked a few times on the stove, but not much. But just about that fridge is using 7 gallons, basically within 3 weeks, I guess you could say. So, 10 gallons a month, maybe propane. I guess maybe, you know, in time it'd pay for itself to have a solar fridge, or a fridge that run on solar. I keep saying solar, but electric. So we'll see. We're gonna head to the camper this weekend. I think she's decided to call the puppy Zeus after some Greek god. I don't know, Zeus. Big name for a little feller, I guess. But we're gonna head to the camper, and we'll be back with you guys then. You guys enjoy. Thanks for watching.